This time on Woody's Garage. I'm tired of that tire.
So I've been curious about the Toro's tire that won't take air. That is definitely dry rotted. If you can see that. It's like that on this side too. Look at that big seam. I mean, will that ever hold? I don't know. I just put some slime in it. I put some slime outside, but I don't think I got all that much in there. And it's still leaking. I put it... I'll have to move the camera. Over there. I've been kind of going like this, getting the slime around it and stuff like that. And I just pulled it off, and it was out in the snow and everything. And I need a cameraman, huh? I was out in the snow, and so it's all wet and everything like that. And I did notice all around the bead here, it was leaking like crazy. And I also noticed that this one does not have a tube in it. So what it means is, yeah, you could put a tube in it. Could you ever break this bead? This rubber is hard as a rock. So you probably would have a hell of a time getting a tube in it, and why bother with it all, wasted like this. I was going to take the chains off, then sometimes they get pretty dicey, but this one actually looks pretty easy. It looks, if you notice here, let me make sure I'm in the frame here, there's like a latch that goes through this link, and it's easy to pull out. It's just going through a link. And then the very action of it pulling on this link is what secures it. So if you had it, you know what I mean, if you had it like this, it would be relaxed. Pulling it like this makes it tight. So it would be easy to take it off, but I don't even want to do that. I want to see if I can loosen the bead on this thing with a tire iron or something, and see if I can clean up the beads on both sides, and then see how it works. See if maybe it'll seal up then. Fingers crossed. Absolutely shocking. 2 tire spoons went about like this. Got the bead broken. Is it broken all the way around? Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do now, still the lazy way, not taking the chain off, is try to get some sandpaper. Sandpaper, there's always some kicking around, right? In here, and go around it like this, and blast it out with air, and see if I can get it clean. I don't think you want to watch that, do you? Yeah, to get in there, I'm really going to have to take the chains off, so this is really for myself. Okay, this goes like this. Goes right up in between there. Take this off, goes through there. Okay, and you got one other link on here. It's choked up to the second one. And you can take these hideous things off. You get a toothbrush in there. We've tried to get some sandpaper on it. Pretty difficult. But it doesn't feel that bad either. I mean, I'm still totally amazed that this wheel came off so easily. I just pulled the pin and it slid right off. I mean, when does that happen? Usually it's torches and lube and sledgehammers and cursing. Yeah, this side feels pretty good. Pretty clean. Get a rag in there, run it around, blow it off with some air, and we'll try to get the other side loose. Here's the other side. Now, I saw a crazy YouTube video where a guy said that he used motor oil on his old tires that kind of healed up a lot of the dry rot. I don't see how it could heal it, but I didn't watch the whole video. I guess I thought it was crazy. But he said it actually tightens up the holes, almost like, replenishing The old dried out tire. This side is going to definitely be harder. Why? Because the other side I was able to put this into the bench and lock it down. So, no sense watching me do this. I'll show you when it's done. In the meantime, got some soapy water around it. I did that to the other side too. Help to free it up once it gets in there. Things get kind of looser. I hope they do. Yeah, this one was much more of a battle. I put that piece of PVC into the workmate and just kept going. Finally got in there. Yeah, we're all the way around. The inside looks a little more crusty than the outside did. Than the the outside did. Yeah, there's a lot of rust. A lot of rust in there. Want to see? Okay. You can kind of see how the rim feels. The rim doesn't feel that bad again. So we'll just clean this one up and do the same deal as we did on the other side. It's getting better. I'm coming up with some crazy ideas. I watched this video, and I'll link it if I can remember where it was to find it. But this old guy in India, there was fixed a tractor tire, a huge tractor tire, that there was a huge chunk taken out of it, and he brought it back to look like new. I couldn't believe it. They do all sorts of amazing work. Like I said, I'll try to find the channel. Yeah, this is no fun. My brush. Yeah, I should have used a steel one instead of a brass one. Yeah. Okay, here's something wacky. I took is that what this stuff's called? I always forget. Yeah, E6000. It's kind of a glue, kind of a mix between a glue and a caulk, I guess. It's kind of rubbery, and I just filled that big crack around the outside. Do I think it's going to fix the tire? No, but you know what it might do? It might seal it enough so that the slime has a chance to fill in the gaps. I'll take this popsicle stick and gush it in there. Yeah, I know, it looked better before. You know, what the heck? Maybe it'll do something. I guess I gotta do one side at a time. Alright, the hell with that slime shit. I found a tube for $4.99 shipped. I'm sure it's a beauty. It's got a, you know, the side valve there. Bent valve, they call it, I guess. $5, so we'll wait, we'll get this. Hopefully we don't have to take the tire off. We can slip it in and we should be good. Okay, we got our new cheap inner tube for the Toro tire. Let's see if it'll work. Oh, seems like it's going to hold air. Feels thicker than I expected. Someone else gave a review on it saying that it was really thin. We got the side angle valve, or whatever they call it, brass fitting. I'm hoping that'll work in this situation. So I waited till I got the tube before I was going to take out the stem. We can get it by cutting the backside here with a knife. Alright, we'll see if we can get this in here. That's a tight fit. Get a little more air out of it, I think. Get in there. Yeah, this doesn't really help. I don't know. I always seem to fight like hell with tires. Something to do with my attitude, I think. Yeah. Get that down in there. Yeah, this may drag on for half an hour. I'll get it in and you'll see. Yeah, it took some finessing. You got to get the tube around the rim into the groove there and then pull the stem through. And yeah, these little tires are a bitch. They really are. Yeah, now we got to try not to pinch the tube. I got to pinch a loaf. And we got some soapy water. And we'll see how this goes. I guess we'll start it where the valve is. Please don't pinch the tube. Get the children out of the room, there may be swearing. Yeah, that looks like that's gonna go. Okay. Let me fidget with it a little bit. Yeah, I'll tell you something. This is gonna be really fucking difficult. So I don't think I'm going to video it. It's gonna be like lots of fighting. Then again, maybe it'll be funny. So, yeah. Oh, brother. Okay, camera's off. This is nuts. Oh, God, I got it on. Put it in the vise. I got it going, and then I kept pushing with my belly to keep this bead in a little bit, and worked it, and had to use a third screwdriver. Where the hell is it? Here it is. This one, this biggie. Just kind of hoping I wouldn't stab the tube or something like that, and I don't know if I did. But, yeah, it was a hell of a fight. That, I mean, it being very old rubber, too, didn't help, because it's stiff as a board. But, let's see if we destroyed the tube. I'm praying not. Alright, let's see if it takes some air. Yeah, we got around 12 pounds in it right now, and that's about what I'd run. Not hearing any leaks. Yeah, the bead's closed up on both sides. Success? How is that possible? Even the stem's pretty well lined up too. Okay, I'm feeling pretty confident that it's holding. It's only been a few minutes, but I don't hear any hisses or anything like that. Everything looks solid. So, we may attempt to put on the chains. One thing about the chains is they can be very complicated. At least on the errands that I've had them on. But I'm wondering if they need to go in a direction where the, let's see if I can find it. The link here has to be going in one direction or the other in order so it doesn't loosen up. But we're going to try to put it on the way it was before. Let me get this kind of lined up. Then again, if there's an inside and an outside, it can only go on one way. So, okay. Never mind. Never you mind. Yeah, the first time I did this, I thought it was going to be like, oh, this should be easy. It's, this one actually looks easy compared to the other ones I thought. Okay, I'm totally going against what I just thought I was going to do. Someone going, no, 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 you don't do it that way. You do it this way. This looks pretty good. That's the thing about a lot of my methods. I'm not a pro. I'm a backyard schmo. You know, I'm just trying to get the stuff done. Now, you do it a few times and you get better at it, hopefully. But it's sort of like just, you know, trying to do something is, well, it's good for you, I think. You know, learn. Okay. They're looking better. We're moving them around the knobbies. It's amazing. They seem so tight when you're putting it on. But I'm going to get rid of this tray. But once they're on, they actually seem a little bit loose. You still see this? Okay. Boy, they make a big difference though, too. Okay, so this thing went through, came back. I did show it on the old video, which is kind of weird because this looks like it would be backwards, but it can't be backwards. You know what I mean? It can really only go on one way. It needs to go up one more. And that's like too easy. That's gonna fall off. So, I guess I gotta review the footage that I have to see where it goes.
Instant replay for dummies.
Yeah, to get in there I'm really gonna have to take the chains off, so this is really for myself. Okay, this goes like this. Goes right up in between there. Take this off, goes through there. Okay, and you got one other link on here. It's choked up to the second one. And you can take these hideous things off. Because I remember saying that this part that sticks out is kind of like a lever when you go like this. You kind of see how it pulls the chain forward. And then it locks into another one. But I mean, this could go like, just pop right the hell off. So I don't really see what holds that. I gotta look that up. But I mean, I'm more than happy now though that we got this done. Let me check on that latch. Actually, before I looked, might be happy with this situation. Goes through that. It's kind of like it would hold up. Yeah, we'll see when we use it. You'll be fighting with it in a snowstorm. Yeah, this is kind of funny. So looking at the previous video where I took, or earlier in the video where I took the chain off, this latched the other way, going this way. And I said, oh, there's only one way to put this on. No, this is inside out compared to how it was, you know what I mean? Oh, brother. But it's kind of basically the same way, but I think we're going to put it back the way it was because it was probably factory. Yeah, you know, no I'm not. I'm going to leave it this way. I was thinking of maybe wiring it on so that it doesn't come off, or maybe like a zip tie just to hold it in place, like a so. Yeah, it's a safety measure, why not? Okay, we're back outside with the Toro. You can see here there's the axle and the pin. Note the two holes. Note the two holes here. One so it'll freewheel and one so it'll be fixed. We're gonna wipe that off a little bit and get a little grease on it. Nice and greasy. We got it in the outer hole so that it'll freewheel. You notice that the axle doesn't move. I wonder if this still has air in it. This is the other tire. We got it running last time, but it was leaking from this plastic fitting here. I smoothed some JB Weld on it. Maybe it'll hold, maybe it won't. See if it'll start up and see what it'll do. I guess we got to get it out of here first. It's a pretty great transformation just with air in the tires. Let's see if we can get it started. I think there's still gas in it. Turn it on. Put on the choke. Got no primer.
I don't think it works.
Put a little gas in it. Prime it. Maybe no gas in it. Well, we got gas. It died when I turned the choke off. choke on. This thing is whacked. Okay. This is very weird. So here are the controls. Unless I'm doing something really stupidly wrong. You have the auger that's just engaged by that lever. Engaged, disengaged. You got the throttle here. You got the gears, which have this interlock switch in them, which I'm not quite sure what it does, but I've disconnected all the kill switches and stuff. So when you go like this, it's in first. No, this is not a clutch. This is like some kind of electrical wire. There is it's like one hand on the bar and then you're engaged and the thing just goes wild. There's no controlling it. That is screwy. That is dangerous. So, I don't know. Am I doing something wrong? I mean, that looks factory. It doesn't look like anything's missing. That's nuts. Yeah, I just read all the instructions here, and it looks like everything I said is true. Very, very strange. The only thing this lever is for is a kill switch. Basically, you have to have this in while you're switching gears or something. As soon as you let it out, it'll kill the engine. But it's not a clutch. Freaking weird. Well, I think this engine, regardless, was destined for my mini bike. I was thinking if this was a good working unit, you know, all the tires and wheels, I just hate that I wasted money on that tube, that I'd put like a 7-horse on this or something like this, and maybe I was going to give it to my friend, but I don't know now. I think it's a death machine. Scary. Well, about the only good thing is the I just bumped my head. Is the JB well held up on the carburetor. It's not leaking.